Can you believe it? It's been 1 whole year since we brought the purple turd. And yes, I did just call this double-decker bus a purple turd because for the last year we've been trying to fix this turd into our next bus home. In today's video, let's have a look back on everything that we've done. The highs, the lows, the disasters, but then the wins as well. And most importantly, the memories we made as a family along the way. Now, if you're new to the channel, hello, thank you very much for joining us here today. And we're 6 in a bus, and we're a family of 6 that live full-time in the UK on our current 1978 Daimler fleet line. Now, we've been full-time in the green bus since October 2022, and we're currently building our new home in a Burkhoff Axle 100 double-decker coach. So once we got the bus back to where we were storing it, it became a sort of couple of months of destruction. Conrad playing Wreck-It Ralph, ripping everything out. Now, from the first video, we said we're going to keep a lot of it in the bus and reuse it, and that just never materialised. As we stripped the bus back, we found a lot of wiring issues, a lot of exposed cable, mouldy wood, things that won't fit for purpose, and the space wasn't being used to its full potential. Hence why we went full on destroy and got rid of everything to how we found it today, where it was just a bare shell. Now, as we look at it, it's just as well we did that, because of the amount of rust and rot that we found in the frame of the bus was scary. Now, it's when we got to this next bit that I started to get the worry signs, the amount of rot and rust that we were finding. And obviously we found the structural damage in the left-hand corner of the boot lid where there was just nothing left. Bumper falls off, lid falls off, and we were sort of back to having no bus at that rear end. Very thankful for Cliff learning me how to weld, advising me how to, well, he wasn't even advising me, he made the rear end of this bus and made it what it is today, so I was really lucky. And obviously Artex sponsored this part of the build by giving us the welder to make us be able to weld the bus. So this was sort of the lowest of the low. This is when we thought it was all over, but it came good in the end. So over the next couple of months, we start concentrating on the inside, stripping the rest of what's left inside out, taking away something like the wheel holder. We took that out. We removed the ducting from downstairs for the air conditioning. We removed the aircon pods from the roof, just so we had a blank canvas, make sure everything was safe, everything was rust-free, treated, repaired if it needed it, so we had a good base to build on. And before we knew it, it was festival season once again, and we trundled along to all these festivals, all different weekends, getting nothing done on the purple turd. Now, as much as I love going to festivals, meeting everyone, answering questions, doing talks, showing people around the bus, it took its toll on the progress with the purple turd. So we sat for a couple of weeks, or a good month and a half, doing very little, just odd jobs here and there. But you know what? It's worth it for the memories. The kids meet people, we meet people that we would never have met if we lived in the house before, because we wouldn't even come to the festivals. We didn't know this was a thing till we lived on the bus and got invited to one. And we had such a whirl of a time this year. Met so many people's friends that we met from years before, met up with them again, had a good catch up, found out what they're doing on their travels, what we've been up to, and it's just great. The community's strong, and that's the key thing to it, meeting new people and just enjoying life for a little bit. It doesn't hurt. So this is when we got like the second wind of the build, or sort of getting it ready to start building. We sort of got our act together, got a plan down of what we wanted and where we wanted it. And then we got in contact with Sam at Split Charge. Now, there's a funny story to this. Sam wanted to do some work on the green bus when we first moved into that, and I said no. I'll tell you now because he'll tell you the story again if you ever met Sam. But we went down and saw Sam down at Split Charge and decided to go from having a sort of a mediocre system to let's go full out and build a powerhouse substation, which we now call the Turd Substation, because it is literally a substation. And that sort of gave us a second wind of power to get the bus completed. Now, in a space of about 8 weeks, from festival season finishing to like late September where we are now, we got the rest of the bus emptied out. We got the bus moved from where it was stored back down to Rotherham, so Split Charge can work on it. In that time, we had the windows tinted. We built walls inside. We got the downstairs loom dismantled, cut out and removed to one side so we can then make our walkway through the bus downstairs to make that even bigger than it already is. And in that time, it's just sort of come together. Progress has been good. And as I sit here now editing this video, I'm just looking at the installation going, yep, we're actually getting to a stage now where we're actually putting things back into the bus, and the turd is becoming a bit of a shiny turd. Now, if you have been long-term watchers of the channel, you will know obviously about our safety crocs. And that is one sad loss we have definitely had this year, was the end of the safety crocs. Now, they did us well. Every job, welding, angle grinding, climbing, underneath the bus, trampoline stuff, whatever we did, we wore the safety crocs, and they came to a timely end in my mum and dad's back garden on a bonfire. So yeah, here's a bit of montage of the kids doing their best acting. They reckon they can go to Emmerdale now and be good actresses. Of them crying over the safety crocs. There's so many people to thank so far for our journey of where we are. You know, without people helping us, we wouldn't be this far on. We've got the likes of Cliff and Artec with the welding at the beginning of the journey. Without them, the bus probably would have got scrapped. It's as simple as that. There's no two ways about it. We've got Leighton from Hillsborough Steel Stock that helps out all the time with steel, advises us what we might need. We've got Sam and the team from Split Charge that are always on hand, coming down. Sam comes down in the evening, gives me a hand, gives me a kick up the bum side to get stuff done. We meet amazing people like Nick and Bryony from One Life Bus It. There's Dave and his American tour bus from London to Turin. There's Lindsay from Bus Different. There's just so many people. I've probably missed loads of people that we've met, and you know, just amazing, that have just helped us along our journey. And there's more things to come. We just launched our merch. We've launched it not because I'm trying to get rich quick. It's more just to help support the bus build and just finance a little bit more of that to try and make it go a bit quicker. Because when it comes down to it, we've got more time on the bus now. It's just costing to get the bus done. It costs money, like everything in life. So the merch is there. I will put a link downstairs in the description if you want anything. We've got some I Sleep Around t-shirts, which are very classy. But you know, we can make them very personal to you. And yeah, we're just cracking on. There's no real plan. We're just going day by day, seeing how it goes. But what I want to say to you lot is thank you so much for watching for the last year. What started off on TikTok in 2022 with the girls going to be that I was too old to do TikTok and it would never work, to having 250,000 followers on there, and then moved on to YouTube with the Purple Turd to document this, more just for us to see what we'd done and watch the girls grow up and learn new skills as they're going on in a slightly different life. That's not very different to their friends, except from their house moves around and parks where it feels like it. So yeah, that is this week's video. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments because I love to answer them. Anything about the green bus, what we've been doing for the last 2.5, 3 years on that. Anything with the Purple Turd. And yes, it is keeping its name. It is always going to be the Purple Turd. It will look good when it's done, but it will still be our personal Purple Turd. And with that, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for a full proper update. And don't forget, Wednesday videos are coming from this Wednesday. See you!